So I wasn't going to do the second part of The Authority by Mark Millar and Frank Quitely, even though I'm a relatively big fan of Millar and I'm a good sized fan of Quitely. I'm a huge fan, actually. Excuse me. And it's for more reasons than one. Aside from that, they kind of did the contrary and thing and did the opposite of what the first ones did, which was set up an authority figure type people. They kind of tore them down in this one, which is a bit of a this is a bit of a jab. Well, the artwork was phenomenal, but the real problem here is right here, the second part where Dustin Wynn and Tom Payer took over for some short period of time. And I don't have any problem with the fill-in issue artists, and I certainly didn't have any problem with the finishing artist with Mark Millar, which was uh, Art Adams. Huge fan of Art Adams. Art Adams is fantastic. You know, check him out if you're not familiar. Classic artist, really detailed. But I wanted to do it, and I just had to say that this one really fell apart. Just wanted to do it really quickly and just say the artwork was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know what was going on. Maybe they were trying to rush him or something, or maybe they weren't getting along or something. But to have had the fill-in writer not do a well job really just took the steam out of it, and sort of the fear of the new Midnighter of being gay, for example, is offensive. Not that I'm personally not gay, obviously. I have a son and so on, and whatnot. And it doesn't matter to me at all if somebody is, but the fact of him being so offended by this and so on and so forth was really offensive. And I'm not the type of person to get into these things. It's a stupid conversation to have, and people should be able to have whatever choice they want in their life. So, like I said, I'm not a political type. I don't give a rat's fucking ass. Excuse my language, but I would never let something like that, tear me down or tear my opinion of another person, because every person matters. Every person. So all I can say is this, back on subject, the second part of Authority, Mark Millar's part was pretty good. That Tom Payer part didn't do nothing for me. Sorry, man. I see that he had something called Ahoy Comics come out recently. I would like to check it out, but these Authority ones didn't give me no extra faith, because that was what happened. Is I saw these Ahoy Comics were coming, so I rechecked out the issues by him to see his writing, and sorry. But I don't want to judge a book by its cover. Could have been editorial telling him to come up with these stories or whatever. But just basically, the second volume is nowhere near as good as the first, and really took the wind out of the sails of the Authority. Hate to be the man, and that's why I didn't want to do the video on it. But I just had to do it because I just finished it earlier, and was just kind of like, man, that guy didn't do near as good of a job, and it really had made it hard to finish. It was just sloppy, and that Dustin Wynn's art was crap there. Don't know what was going on with it. Everybody looking like they're made of clay or something, and I don't know, just didn't do nothing for me. So, on my do yourself a favor section, do yourself a favor and don't check out Volume 2 of The Authority. I hate to be that guy. I'm always trying to be positive for the most part, but I got to give it a much less high rating. I got to give it more like a 5 out of 10. Ooh. Sorry, guys. And the artwork is phenomenal, and Mark Millar is not a bad writer. But those fill-in ones just destroyed it. And there were too many fill-in issues beyond that. Like some of them wouldn't have Quitely, and they would just have some random person. So here we go. The Art Adams stuff was good, though, mind you, for a fill-in artist. Dude, he's a phenomenal artist. I think he was more like a takeover artist. But The Authority, Volume 2, face palmable, meh worthy.